Hello, Danger Nuddles. It's been a while since I used this fucking thing. I'm talking about the Animal Lele model thing. Yeah, but, anyways, uh, the first group of interests of the night, the minor groups, is the Adium Empire, an ancient anomalous civilization that practices thaumaturgic rites and anomalous rituals. The capital of the empire is Aditum. Not sure if Hatchet remembers Aditum. He went on a
I do
huge
not.
you went on a huge spiel on a person who loved flesh. And he was like a priest in Addington, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
Yeah. But we have two SCPs. One an artificial god and Orox Fall.
which do we want to do?
Yeah. Do you want to go like smaller number, bigger number, or just top to bottom?
I say we do Aurochs Fall.
Alright. Oh. Oh, there are so many links.
Can I change my my suggestion?
Wait,
After you open everything, why don't you look for the part that connects to the group? Look up the group
GRU
name
Division P.
Oh.
The Russians have attacked this anomaly. Alright. Let me just. Copy.
You just need to look up Adium. You don't need to look up Adium Empire.
It's spoken of once in here within Missive 04. Oh, wait. April 22nd, 1925. Why did I just say 0? Spoken of once, and that's it. Wait, hold on. I mixed her more about sarcasm. Don't worry, I didn't say the S word. What? True Sarcasites refer to the belief system as Nalka from Proto-Uralic. I'm not even trying to pronounce that part. Meaning hunger. But what's the S word? They're referencing.
Sarcasm. That was just explained.
Oh.
They don't refer to themselves as Sarkics.
Ah.
They call them their Steph Nalka.
So I guess we just read this part. This is only the part that's even talking about the group. Unless we want to look at the other SCP to see if there's more information. So far, we don't have much information over here.
I mean, I guess just read.
Alright. Spoke with Five again, still trying to clear my head what happened. She's not like the others, and I'm beginning to question just how senile she really is. Oh my god. When she speaks of me and her faith, there is a ton of regret. I asked her more about sarcasm. Don't worry, I didn't say the S word. And when she asks me about Ion, I feel like a child again. Listen to my babushka talk about Jesus and the old prophets. Whimsical and like her, skipping over the parts that involve glorified torture and murder. I'm no researcher, historian, or a theologian, or whatever, But I see these cults, the sarcasm didn't begin this way, but I suppose that goes for most religions. Five, five talks about honor, friendship, virtue, and liberation. The gentle reindeer folk of Adium against the Deva, against the evil Deva. She's old, but I take it in faith changed long before her. Maybe she has begun to interpret the text differently. Maybe she's wrong, seeing good under layers of madness and atrocity. I can relate. It's always the same. Another failed revolution. Regardless, I suspect 5 is an aberration. Perhaps that is the reason she's confided in me. The others talk about the Great Mothers, saying they can see things. At times, I wonder if she knows who I really am. And then my training tells me to eliminate her. I think I'll ignore that training for now. Besides, no point taking out a source like her, not yet at least. P.S. The arena, it isn't just for initiation. Bloodsport disguised as ritual, maybe ritual disguised as bloodsport. 6 enter, only 1 comes out. A lot of folks willing to pay to see it and bet on it. Many wear the skulls of beasts and the clean suits of billionaires. 5's not a fan. It's like listening to people complain about the commercialization of Christmas. I know the Black Lodge has been classified as neo-sarkic, but the Great Mothers are pretty clearly proto-sarkic. They're traditional, celebrate the high holidays, and still think in terms of some greater good. The rest only care about how to make themselves stronger, wealthier, etc. Atari has an animal cunning to him, but he is hardly an intellectual, nor does he appear to be a carcist. Or at least the term hasn't been thrown around at all. Okay, so we got good information. Apparently they don't like the Davites, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk why the Davites are bad. We already know.
I guess to the other article.
Yeah. Artificial God. Alright, does this also have links? Yes, it does. But not as much. Wait, what? Oh, shit. I did not know that. I didn't know it was gonna do that. Oh no. Okay.
I swear, sometimes it feels like while I'm watching you navigate a web page, it feels like I'm watching a boomer.
Fuck you.
Even though I'm the oldest one here.
Are you serious? It's in the footnotes. We have to find the fucking footnotes.
Oh yeah, I forgot to change my avatar to my SCP character.
Also, in the fucking footnotes. Oh wait, I didn't open any of the links. I feel stupid. Nope, still in the footnotes.
Yeah, so
Anyways.
right. So what was I just saying?
Shut up. Alright.
No.
Alright, sarcasm is a nullus system. Oh wait, I should probably... Can I... Oh, it does not take me to 6. Damn it. I was hoping I get... It would take me to 6. But no. Okay, where the fuck's the thing?
That is a long ass log.
That's 2, 3, 6. Numerate general objects associated with sarkic rites. Yeah, sarcasm is an anomalous system of religious and dogmatic practice found in many secret societies and cults. It was most prominent during the Bronze Age, stemming from the Adium civilization in the northern Ural Mountains. Okay, Undying Kingdom. Oh. Oh. Footnote 7. A historical recount written by an Egyptian scribe on a diplomatic mission to the Adium Empire, an ancient anomalous civilization that commonly practiced anomalous rituals and atomic rights. The text describes several locations of interest within the nation, including a supposed visit to Aditum, the capital of the Circuit site. The next excerpt is taken from observations of atomic ritual conducted in what is now modern-day Crimea. Dating of the extract indicates that this visit occurred in the 19th century BC. Okay, so
Hmm.
turning to the Undying Kingdom, which is referencing the Adium Empire. So even though it doesn't call it Adium Empire in this transcript, it's about that empire. Okay.
I feel like knowing that it was an actual empire suggests that we should label it as group of people and move on.
By that same token, we would have to make the Davites group of people and move on.
And I
Oh,
don't
fair
think they
enough.
need to be moved. They're perfectly
They
fine
don't
where
need
they
to be
are.
moved, yeah.
They ain't moving from the evil category.
What we need to do is determine, like, the overall
Yeah.
aims and effects of this empire.
So, though we do have a short transcript of someone going there. Alright,
Yeah.
alright. On the fourth day, our guide introduced us to a woman who he called a Volutar, a status of some respect in their culture. She did not offer her name, and so I did not think it wise to ask. We departed at noon and followed her for many hours. I must admit I was growing impatient. The road we walked was frigid and barren of sights. I believed for a time that she was simply waylaying us, but when I first laid my eyes on the prison of Naiz, such thoughts immediately flooded my mind. An often referenced ritual ground that served as a repository for dangerous anomalies and large stomach workings. The Adium often introduced foreign envoys to the location as a show of strength. Okay. A great pit had been dug into the earth, with stairs taller than the pyramids themselves, stretching deep into the hollow. It took us until the moon was well over our heads to reach the bottom, and even then my amazement did not cease. We saw men with eyes like cats, women with serpents' teeth, dogs the size of camels, and soldiers whose appearances I still cannot conjure to my mind. They were not what we were there to see. Beneath the earth there were monsters. Bless you. I have no doubt that if Set or Apophis were to be found on Earth, Nyase is where I would see them. There were mounds of flesh that took countless forms, legs of swarming maggots, and shrieking insects the size of men. While I was looking at the latter, the woman approached me and asked that I come with her. When I asked where to, she only smiled. She led me away from my entourage and into the tunnels beneath the prison. But then wonder and curiosity had washed away my fear. We walked out the catacombs woven of clay and meat, before coming to a chamber as tall as 2 scores of men. Arrayed before me were hundreds of slaves. Oh boy. Craftsmen and arcane workers standing around circles of chalk and little metal trinkets. Honestly, it's an empire. I'm not even surprised they have slaves.
Well, yeah.
The slaves walked toward the heart and laid their hands upon it. Their bodies would shudder and melt like wax. Like water down a funnel, they would fall into a mass and join it. Throughout my stay, I never saw the process cease, not when I entered and not when I left. She told me that it was a weapon, a god they had unearthed, buried deep in the ground, one that they would make their own. We watched for many hours while she talked about the rest of the pit, the exploits of the Adium, the deals they had made with the gods they had imprisoned. But I was mesmerized by the heart. It whispered in my mind, it beat with a powerful rhythm, and it grew louder, louder in my head, not whispering, but screaming in many voices, in rage, in pain, in ecstasy, in all emotions. I could not run away. I could not turn away. Sorry, not run. God damn it, dyslexia.
E- Ecstasy, not ecstasy.
Oh. I left the room shaken and dazed. I did not think to ask questions nor to see any more of Nyase. I regret that I did not see more, but I do not think my mind could have been born the other exhibits they wanted to show me. Just as I was mounting my camel, I turned to the woman and asked her why they needed a weapon fueled by such sacrifice, why they needed such a power. I thought she would say the Mechanites, the Greeks, even my dearest Egypt. She only smiled.
Ah.
Okay, so we had a lot more information on what goes on in their prisons that I would like to know.
It's like, hey, why do you need such a terrifying weapon? Smiles.
Hmm.
So they sacrifice slaves to this weird.
Like fuel for an engine.
Yeah,
Well, that's going somewhere in evil.
yeah. I mean, they're
Yeah.
still as bad as it sounds. They're still better than the Davites because Davites have done worse.
I don't think we should make this a contest of who's the most evil group.
Fair enough. Alright, where's the other fun? Or was that the last time they were talked about?
But should we make like a special area
Oh,
called
yeah.
like super evil where the super evil are sorted?
Yeah, now it's the last one in this part where it was talked about. Alright. So, in here,
Hmm. Oh.
in footnote 1, so at the beginning, where's footnote 1? Ah, recovered text excerpt 1. Alezu Malimua. I fucked that up immensely. Roughly translated as The Path to Ascension, a religious script written by an unnamed historian from Anatolia circa 1440 BCE. The C dot means circa, right?
I believe so.
Okay. Which was at the time part of the Adium Empire, an anomalous civilization responsible for the Bronze Age collapse. Most, if not all, proto-Sarkic cults consider it an illegitimate narrative of the Sarkic belief system, but several modern Sarkic sects regard it as one of the core scriptures. Okay, so this is recovered text excerpt 1 is talking about what happened at here in this empire. Okay,
Yeah.
and so Ion, first name of the Grand Karsus Ion, the founder and the former leader of Enium, he is regarded as one of the core mythological figures of Sarkicism. I have a feeling he's not too fond what happened to Enium Empire. Cause he,
No.
cause he destroyed the Davites to free slaves, and then Enium Empire does slavery.
Hmm.
Yeah, not a fan, I would imagine.
Yeah. Walked the endless steps from the Editum, capital of the Edium Empire, okay, and to the gates of Kashur. The significance of this title is unknown, as it only appears in a small number of texts written in the 14th century BCE by the author of Alisu Malamua. Or based on historical context, it is believed to be mislabeled location of religious importance, possibly outside of physical space. Following the whispers of his own flesh, he endured the sweltering embrace of the sun, the biting cold of the night, but felt nothing in it. For this was nothing to the greatest essences. Grand Cursus Ion came to the empty plain overlooking the ruins of once mighty Davos, and spoke to Vazjuma, the primary deity of Sarkicism, also known as Yaldabaoth, and the Great Winnower, among other epithets. In a desolate place where men had once bowed in supplication to gods, and gods had once been bound by men. Great winnower, he said, I have followed the call of the rapacious angels. I have seen the countless creations and powers of this world, from the bastard god McCain to the mighty yet fallen Devas. And yet, none can compare to the strength of my Kal Makatama, nor you. I have overcome my bondage and the profane slavers, and I shall overcome you as soon as well. I did not expect them to hate McCain.
Huh.
I,
Hmm?
I this is the origin point
Alright.
of sarcasm.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Of course they're gonna hate McCain.
Oh, we got another text excerpt about Adium Empire. Oh, that's good. You will give me your strength, and I shall become your greater. I shall rise to be the master of all flesh and creation, as my all creation is but the skin in which you wrap yourself. So shall you be the robes which I drape upon myself. And Ion struck the ground with a staff of bone, and drew forth the forms of terrible archons, who smiled at his strength, for he was as worthy in strength as the devourer themselves. So thus the Archons brought him down to Kashur, where Yondabaoth had once roamed the emptiness of uncreation, devouring the old gods. And there Ion suffered the first of 6 trials, a terrible force that tore his mind and spirit asunder, and spread his essence thin across all worlds and all planes. Any other being would have been burnt from reality and swept from history, but Ion's will was indomitable enough, and his mind remained, becoming one with all reality. Thus he became all-seeing and all-knowing, as God must be. Oh, yeah. Next time Adding Empire is mentioned is in this footnote. A Forging of Dreams, a historical narrative written by a historically prominent Mycenaean scholar uh, circa 1154 BCE, who had supposedly spoken with McCain shortly preceding the collapse of the Mechanite state, who precursors their civilization to the Church of the Broken God. The text describes the origins of the core tenets of the Sarkic belief system, as well as the clashes between the late Mechanites and the Adium Empire, as well as several Thelmic techniques and principles involved in the transmutation rituals and containment of. How the fuck do I say that?
Uh, eschatological entities.
Eschatological entities. Alright. And the endless mechanism spoke to me in my dream, whispering structure into my mind. I saw the world then as the continuous equation, that which the entirety of creation has been a part of. And I saw the world spinning around a burning mass of heat, among countless other suns, enormous streams of light and stuff in between, vast gaps of entropy in space. I saw the motion of stars in the sky as cogs in a machine. Fuck is that word?
Coalescing.
Coalescing.
Alright. Coalescing and pulsing like embers amongst an empty night. I saw the grand design that the fragmented one had forged for us. The perfect order amongst which mortal flesh found no place. I believe I saw the answer in time, and it was Wan. A known name for primary deity of mechanized civilization, McCain, also known among the Church's broken god as the fragmented one, the great creator, and the broken god. I didn't know about his other names. That's interesting. Universe is
Hmm.
yeah, universe is equal to God, and God is equal to the universe. and they are as interchangeable as sticks of the same tree, like ice and water. We are all just expressions of essence, the concept of being shaped in different ways. In my dream, I saw all the things that we, the rocks, the stars, and the oceans, could be, the ways the fragments of God could be reassembled to make something greater. Just as McCain's anvil, he turned the mindless human flock into thinking men, so too did he reveal earthly anvils might do the same, turning slag into a blade, making stone into a monument, and a pauper into a king. And so too could man beget a god. Oh, you know what? Based McCain, I guess.
Again, we've established that McCain was based.
Yeah. Alright, so where's the last? Oh, that was the last time it was mentioned in this
Okay.
article. So, lawful evil?
Uh,
I mean, and you can
yeah.
tell by Ion, he planned to have it start being good, but then,
They
like all empires, bad leaders come forth.
they did follow by their own laws, but I'm not sure how lawful it feels when they. Uh,
I kind of feel bad for Ion, because he didn't want anything to do with slavery, and then we already know what happened.
I mean, do we know that that's the case?
Oh, yeah, maybe he didn't actually. I mean, he did mention that he broke away from profane slavers, and I think it mentioned in other articles that
Hmm.
he hates slavery.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so he's
well,
not a
just
fan of
because
it.
you start something doesn't mean your followers always,
Yeah,
notice what you're going for.
I kind of feel bad for
Sometimes
him.
they're even anti what you're going for.
Yeah. So you put him in lawful evil.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would.
Oh, I just realized they're putting him right next to the white supremacists.
As where they
That
belong.
tracks. Also, hey, Rando.
Hi, Rando. Alrighty. Oh yeah, AD Paratech, if I remember correctly, is. Oh, I got a folder of them. Yep, AD Parenting is next. Oh look, Addie Tom's Wake is right down here, and it's also next. Oh no.
Hmm.
Alright. AD Paratech. AD Pharmatech. Medical corporation operated in the 2040s. Wait, what? Wait a minute.
This wouldn't be the first time we had something that was in the future.
Produces medicines such as Tiger Sporn, trademark, and occasionally associates with new federated health industries to make the medicines such as Nanine, trademark. is,
Something tells me we're just gonna have to read this entire SCP to get context.
is Tiger Sporn as is Neosporin for tigers?
I doubt it, considering Neosporin, I believe, can be used on tigers as is.
Alright, let's how long is this article? Oh.
It's not
Huh?
too long.
Okay. Let me just drink some of my root beer. Alright. Item SCP-2780, Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. The house containing 2780 is to be occupied by Foundation security officers belonging to the Temporal Division to prevent unauthorized access. To prevent unnecessary attention from neighbors and municipal authorities, the on-site security officers should portray themselves as a couple to a committed relationship to all neighbors and passerby. It's just like the teacher thing. I should remember that. Or the MTF. Huh?
I feel like this is significantly less in depth than the teacher thing.
I know. It's still just really weird. The house will be deeded to their name for legal purposes. All doors, windows, and locks have been upgraded to bullet and shatterproof variations. Security officers are encouraged to continue regular maintenance of the house over the years of occupation duty. The Foundation will arrange a transfer of possession between sets of security personnel that resembles conventional moving out and moving in activities over the course of the Foundation period of active occupation. To avoid potential manifestation of temporal paradoxes, the Foundation must cease activity occupation of the house by 2089, February 11th, and put the house for sale. Oh. The Foundation must also ensure that the house is purchased by Sarah Fulvia at an affordable price no more than 14,000 and slightly below median rates in the neighborhood. That is cheap for a fucking house.
Yeah, this is who when was this written?
Hold on, I can
Like
check.
right after the bubble collapsed?
2018. Last edited.
That's okay. That's an absurdly cheap price for a fucking
They
house.
probably did that on purpose.
Well, yeah, probably to ensure that she
Well,
buys it.
well, it's saying that slightly below median rates. That is
Yeah.
not below me. That is not slightly below median
Well,
rates.
that is
Right.
supposed to be like a company in the future, right?
True.
No, this is talking about right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, right now.
oh yeah, that's unrealistic.
I find that funny though. To be honest, if I was her, I would buy that house in a heartbeat for
Or
$14,000.
or yeah, I guess this is like speculative. We're going to sell this in it's like by 2089.
Yeah.
But in that case, like, why set a specific price right now?
I don't know.
Whatever.
I guess we'll find out more further on.
Whatever.
Recording devices throughout the house will continue monitoring activity within the house to ensure that the timeline remains coherent. The near bedroom of the house, bedroom of the house, the active zone of 2780 is monitored for continuing activity during present containment. Because 2780 was contained successfully on August 6, 2016, based on the Foundation's current understanding of the anomaly, Foundation agents should be able to arrest Sarafulvia her nightstand and resume active occupation of the house by August 6, 2091 without consequences in the timeline. she, she lives there for 2 years.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is this containment procedure is built up off of information they've taken from a future timeline. That does explain the set price a bit better.
Yeah. Just. What the fuck? Yeah, she gets to live there for 2 years, and afterwards we arrest her.
We arrest her, take her nightstand, fucking Fortnite on her, Fortnite dance on her.
However, because Sarah Fulvia appears to remain in the house without any Foundation intervention as late as April 3rd, 2092, Based on the time of writing plus 75 years, it appears to have gained some awareness of the Foundation's containment efforts through unknown means. Monitoring of 2780 will continue. This is based on observation of 2780 that include recordings of our frequent comments on the Foundation and its inefficacious handling of containment efforts, as well as several events of a personal and often sexual nature.
Wait, look at that again, please. I. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay. Alright, I'm good now. Trouble shenanigans, yeah. 2780 is an auditory anomaly isolated in the rear bedroom of the house, presently located at 618 Evergreen Street in Dresden, Tennessee, United States. Holy shit, that's the first time I think we've ever gotten a full-on address. Like, not
In
redacted.
Dresden? What is
Dresden.
up? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna continue being so fucking irritated with Americans historically just constantly naming their cities after pre-existing cities. Just come up with other city names. Why are we naming some fucking place in fuck ass Tennessee Dresden? Are you kidding me, man? Is this an actual thing or is this an SCP? I'm gonna look this up.
Because
Is it a
colonizer
real thing
BS
where
is
you get
bookworm.
more upset?
Yeah. While you're doing that, I might as well say, by the way, this is the final day for the charity stream. Final day.
Dresden. See, town in Tennessee. Fuck this world.
Oh my
Who the
god.
You are
they
upset that
just
it's
casually
real.
they just yeah, yeah, okay. You know, we have Memphis, Tennessee. We have Dresden, Tennessee. We fucking why? Why? Just
I
come
think
up with
there's
a
even in
new
Athens,
name.
Tennessee.
I think there is, yeah. Or
Oh my god,
is that in
Hatchet.
Georgia?
I have to tell you. I have to tell you something. There, there's Moscow, Ohio, Moscow, Tennessee, Moscow, Texas, Moscow, Indiana, and Moscow, Maryland. That's ME. Maryland's
I'm
ME, right?
well, well, you see, that's the thing, book.
Giggle about it, you little shit.
Oh wait, there's also Moscow
That's
in
the
Indiana
thing,
and
book.
Moscow in Pennsylvania.
That's the thing, book, is like when you have New York, it's still a different name. It's obviously being named after something, but it's new. They put new in front of it because it's a different fucking thing. Why are there fucking 8 goddamn towns named fucking Moscow in the United States of fucking America?
Instead of New Moscow?
Yes, Moscow. Granted, one of them was
I'm
there.
gonna
There was one that was called Moscow Hills in a different state.
fest. Why are you yelling at me?
Because Russian pride says book Moscow, newer Moscow, even newer Moscow.
I'm gonna fuck. I'm gonna. I'm gonna fucking. I need. Listen. All right. Listen. Here's what we're gonna do. I need names. I need a list of names of people who thought, yeah, let's name our random fuck ass town Moscow, United States, and just every instance of it. I'm gonna need names. I'm not gonna say anything further because that's TOS, but I need names. Give me names.
Since they're probably long dead.
grave sites can be desecrated.
Oh my god. This whole thing needs to be clipped. I think I want to come back later and make it to a short. Yay, more
Yay,
public
more public
toilets.
toilets. Yeah, like, fucking, why did I forget her name? Margaret Thatcher's grave.
Oh my god. Anyways, back to the SCP at hand.
Fucking fucking goddamn Dresden, Tennessee. Fuck this world. Fuck this country. Be original for once.
Oh my god. Anyways, while in the rear bedroom of the house, an individual or recording device will hear any sounds or conversations occurring in that room at that time exactly 75 years in the future after that point. Individuals outside the room will not hear anything anomalous. Individuals standing in the threshold of the door will hear sounds only if one or both of their ears is inside the confines of the room. Additionally, if a brown wooden nightstand and a drawer is placed in the northeast corner of the room, the drawer opening towards the west, an individual occupying the room 75 years in the future can transfer small objects into the present time.
Okay, that does make me feel a tiny bit better, Jerry. I want to. There's few names more fitting for an American town than Bummerville.
Also, apparently, there is a former mining town called Bumblebee in California.
I wonder why they named it.
Well, that's my question, because it's a former mining town. It's not like it's known for apiaries.
Well, apparently, they named it because the gold flakes shimmering in the sunlight brought to mind the appearance of bumblebees.
Oh, that's cool.
So
I
they
can
thought
kind of
bumblebees were very pretty, like glittering gold.
sweet. Festus, if you start clawing my thigh, I will slap you.
Also, there's
Not hard,
apparently a town
but it'll
named
be deterrent.
Volcano
Volcano.
because they mistook the shape of the region for an old volcano. It is not. It is just weird shaped, like a bowl. Not a
I
volcano.
wonder, is there a town named Sushi Bar? Since we're apparently just naming things after random shit.
I could look it up. What if there is? What if there is?
Town named Sushi Bar. Why the fuck did the first thing that pop up say Tennessee? I'm gonna fucking shit myself. Okay, no. No, it's just a list of restaurants.
Okay, it's kind of
Okay, I'm
funny.
gonna look up just to make sure if there's any town named Sushi in the U.S.
Oh my god. We're second names apparently. Third person.
How many places are named Sushi? A majority of the cities named Sushi can be found above the equator. Who could have guessed? Let's see. There's a town.
We do.
There's There are 3 places called Sushi in the world. There's one in Russia, one in China, and one in one of the islands off, like in Japan's archipelago, named Naha.
I would have laughed so hard if you said one of them was Tennessee.
Yeah, buddy. Let's go on down to Sushi, Tennessee.
Anyways.
Well, I'm very glad there's no towns named Sushi in the United States.
Anyways.
Is there anything else I should look in the United States to make sure we don't have any cities named
No,
that?
no, I think we're good for now. Let's go back to the
Oh,
SCP.
oh! a town in California named Weed.
That's not.
It was named after its founder. It's not what it sounds like.
It just has a very unfortunate name.
Anyways, back to the SCP at hand. Scientific modifications of the environment have confirmed all of the particulars of this arrangement. Any form of wood can be used as long as its brown staining is permissible. The furniture must be freestanding drawered object intended for placement beside a bed. Furniture must be in that particular corner, up to approximately 40 centimeters away from flush with either wall, and facing in that particular direction, plus or equal to 4 degrees in any direction. Otherwise, no transference can occur. Evidence suggests that a similar object exists in that location in a house 75 years in the future. However, experimentation has not yet had an opportunity to treat the future as an independent variable. Addendum 2780-A Recovery Description 2780 was discovered when Foundation operatives in Region 166, West Tennessee/Kentucky, obtained information regarding court proceedings for Brenna Renee Tucker, held on multiple charges of selling illegal substances and possession of illegal substances with intent to sell. Foundation interest was piqued by court documents that suggested that several of the substances were not identifiable by any laboratory that the court had contacted, as well as Ms. Tucker's insistence that all the drugs were medical in nature and had no risk of dependency or addiction. Standard methods were used to contain Ms. Tucker and erase all records of her arrest and prior existence. Ms. Tucker was initially hesitant to discuss how she procured drugs she had been selling, but chemical interrogation yielded more comprehensive information. Oh.
I mean, that tracks.
Yeah. Ms. Tucker informed the Foundation that she had discovered 2780 after moving into the residence at 618 Evergreen Street. And overhearing unusual conversation after ruling out conventional sources for a conversation, she used careful attention to the unusual dialect and vocabulary, limited use of hallucinogenic chemicals, and some experience with common cultural tropes of time travel fiction, and deduced 2780's anomalous nature. The city of Dresden, Tennessee was at that time in the process of burying a 75-year time capsule as part of a civic pride campaign enacted after a local election. The sucker included in that time capsule a letter to be mailed to the occupant of her address in the year 2090, informing her that she was capable of overhearing her conversations. In the future, of proposing a trade arrangement Miss Tucker had already made notice of and informed the future occupant, who she had identified as Sarah Fulvia, about 2780's secondary effect, which she had determined after recovering several small items in her nightstand and overhearing Miss Fulva complaining about having lost them. Miss Tucker proposed that Miss Fulva do some research into inexpensive, over-the-counter pharmaceutical items available in stores in 2090 that were significantly more expensive and difficult to acquire in 2015. Miss Tucker included a list of suggested medicines, including antibiotics, antihistamines, antivirals, antiretrovirals, painkillers, and anti-inflammatory drugs. Miss Tucker also suggests that she could invest money into a savings account at the local Real Foot Bank branch in Martin, a nearby town, and Miss Fulva would be more than repaid by 2090 by the way of interest. Finally, Miss Tucker suggests that if Miss Fulvia wanted to continue a line of communication in chronological order, she could enter the rear bedroom, respond verbally to Miss Tucker's letter, and then go to a predetermined location in the backyard of the house and dig in a particular spot to find the next message which Miss Tucker would write after hearing Miss Fulvia's response. According to Miss Tucker, she waited in the room containing 2780 until Miss Fulvia read the letter. Miss Fulvia entered the room and began responding audibly to Miss Tucker, giving obvious indications of discomfort, but tentatively agreeing to the core idea of Miss Tucker's plan. However, Miss Fulvia encountered several pieces of relevant information about the time period between 2015 and 2090 that required significant modification to the particulars of the plan specifically. The branch of Rearfoot Bank that Miss Tucker recommended no longer existed, nor did the Rearfoot Bank Corporation as a whole. In fact, the concept of a physical bank was somewhat obsolete. How do I say this again?
Obsolescent.
Obsolescent by Miss Fulvia's time. The American dollars that Miss Tucker would be in possession of would be considered worthless and, in fact, possibly illegal.
Well then.
Yeah. Miss Fulvia was unsure as to the exact parameters of the law. An ill-described
Parameters.
ill-described, Mr.'s ability to describe the event as it was somewhat limited. Miss Fulvia herself was not well acquainted with the recent American history, and her perspective was somewhat biased, judging from some of the logical inconsistencies in the story. An ill-described historical epoch, referred to as the 40s thing, and it caused significant internal disorder in the area presently known as the United States. As a result, Miss Fulvia said it would be nearly impossible to trust almost any organized institution, governmental or private, to handle money through the period of time, as nearly all of them were either destroyed, dismantled, audited, robbed, or generally became unreliable. Damn.
That's not very surprising.
However, Miss Fulvia suggested that if Miss Tucker could somehow arrange for someone to intercept the payments in early 2041, which was suggested to be the cusp of the crisis period, hold onto the money for the period of 3 to 4 years, convert them into a privately banked currency known as American New Dollars, and then invest that money in one Arcadia Dynamics Corporation. Oh, god damn it. The investments should remain intact until Miss Fulvia's time. He already did Arcadia. But I'm not sure if that's the actual Arcadia, though. That we know.
I would imagine it is.
Yeah, where they just throw people into a video game and trap them for all eternity.
Hmm.
Finally, Miss Fulvia told Miss Tucker that if she wanted to try the scheme regardless, she could include some amount of rare metals in her next message, which Miss Fulvia could use as a down payment and begin the process. Miss Tucker told the Foundation that she would provide the next letter by including some pieces of heirloom platinum jewelry in the jar that she buried in an agreed upon location. After burying the jar, including a message identifying where the next drop point would be, she removed the first shipment of pharmaceuticals from the nightstand. Miss Tucker has, to date, buried 29 jars in the various locations. Because she has received pharmaceuticals in exchange for each burial, Foundation temporal theorists strongly advise that the Foundation not interfere with or intercept the jars for fear of causing a temporal paradox. When asked by the Foundation how Miss Tucker plans to circumvent the financial crisis forecast in the 2040s, she has replied that she got no fucking idea, but apparently I'm gonna get that shit done somehow. Or maybe you will. I guess you have to at least help, right? One questions
I can kind of respect this gal.
yeah. One questions that the Foundation has not yet been able to resolve regarding 2780. Foundation researchers are interested in learning who, when, and how the jars will be intercepted in the 2040s. When or if exactly the phenomenon will reverse and begin projecting into the past rather than receiving from the future. Why the Foundation in 2090 has not already contained or addressed 2780 in any way. Oh no. Did the Foundation fall?
I.
Hmm?
Why would that? It's a secret organization. It would naturally be hard to find information about it.
True. I love how all of them have trademark next to their name. Addendum 2780-B. Sample of medications recovered in Brianna Rennie Tucker's possession acquired via 2780. Alright. Tiger Sporin. Trademark. Brand Tagasiline C sulfate ointment manufactured by AD Pharmatech for treatment of topical injuries. Tagasiline is presently, as of 2016, only available in intravenous form. The market for its production as topical cream implies that ordinary surface environmental bacteria 2090 has unusually great resistance to antibiotics. That's concerning.
I
Atla-
mean, that
huh?
kind of tracks with current trends.
Yeah. Atlasar, trademark. Brain gene therapy powder manufactured by GMC in conjunction with AD Pharmatech. This is an athletic supplement that prevents subcutaneous fat formation and channels that excess energy into muscle generation. So steroids.
I I don't think that's how that works.
No, never mind then.
You just say things.
Exactly. Right. Panadol trademark. Brand oral antibiotic slash antiviral combination capsule manufactured by New Federal Health Industries in association with AD Pharmatech. Microscopic analysis of chemical makeup of the Panadol sample suggests some similarities to SCP-500, though the actual function of the comparable chemical structures remain a mystery. You mean the cure-all pill?
Yes.
Damn. Right. Nanine trademark. Brand fertility enhancement and pregnancy mega vitamin supplement. Manufactured by New Federated Health Industries in association with AD Pharmatech. Nanine releases nanoassemblers inside the human body that regulate your uterine and ovarian conditions to improve odds of fertilization, prevents. How the fuck do I say?
Uh, excisis?
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 Let me look that up.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
Excisis. It's the sort of thing that's like, uh, oh, okay, so it's a term for an ectopic pregnancy,
Oh.
which means is the most common form of pregnancy outside the uterus.
Oh.
Excisis.
Excisis.
During an ectopic pregnancy, the fertilized egg cell implants in the fallopian tube. This happens at around 1% of all pregnancies, and ectopic pregnancy must be terminated as quickly as possible, as severe complications could occur.
Oh.
Basically, the baby starts growing inside the fallopian tube rather than in the womb.
Damn.
So, so, so imagine if instead of having something expanding in your stomach, it starts expanding in your esophagus instead.
Ugh. reduce blood pressure and release
Anyway, this is a standard reminder that abortion is medicine, and uh putting barriers between doctors and patients in this manner literally will get people killed.
yeah.
Anyway,
Anyways, reduce blood pressure and release endorphins to reduce physical symptoms of stress and artificially induce essential neonatal vitamins, nutrients, and protein into the bloodstream. The box containing a single
neonatal, natal.
natal owl. The box containing a single blister pack of nanine also advertised that it reduced the likelihood of preeclampsia by 85%, and spontaneous miscarriage by 82% in clinical trials. Oh,
Huh.
That's actually really nice.
yeah. Castratine trademark. Brand sexual. What's this? I've never
Uh,
seen that word.
brand sexual cisator?
Cedar.
I'm gonna look it up.
Just, huh. Makes me kind of want to look it up, kind of.
Cisator. Uh, uh, definition. It keeps. Uh,
You might recognize cessation. This is
I
bookworm.
mean, yeah, like I'm trying to figure out if this is like just another word for cessation.
Yeah. Bookworm says, I think something that causes something else to end. Maybe we'll get more. Alright, I guess I'll just.
Generative.
Oh?
Wait, what I'm seeing at the very least on Wiktionary is a cessator, uh, genitive cessatorus, feminine cicatrix, third declension, idle or loiterer.
I don't think that's the word. Anyways.
Wait a second, is this an Italian word?
Maybe. Maybe we'll understand more about the word if I read the rest of the description of the drug.
Translation.
Looks like Latin, says Bookworm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Latin term.
No?
Dilatory person plus noun idler sluggard plus now. What the fuck is a dilatory person?
I don't know. I guess I'll just
Oh,
read.
whatever.
Yeah.
Just continue.
Castratine trademark brand sexual cessator, no manufacturer listed. The substance production of all hormones involved in sexual desire or expression. A notice on the side of box references a coupon that can cancel the price of this medication if it has been required by court or company order. Oh, I don't like. I don't like how it says it's been required by court. I don't like that.
Hmm.
Alright, base sign trademark brand anti-anxiety drug by AD Pharmatech testing suggests that the drug may act on certain inactive neurotransmitters in the human brain and effectively heighten latent telepathic abilities in humans, causing humans under its influence to better recognize how they are perceived by individuals around them, reducing personal insecurity and anxiety. Packaging recommends taking it in conjunction with Level 1 trademark brand neural stabilizers, also available from AD Pharmatech. I can totally see someone fucking using that for the wrong purposes.
Using that for what?
The wrong purposes, like being able to take it and read minds around you.
What?
Hmm?
I guess. I guess. Maybe. The brand sexual cessator just means the drug was the brand name sexual cessator. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Alright, several tiers of generic moisturizing lotion with tegacycline sulfate supplements and vitamins evidently designed to rapidly heal and disinfect self-inflicted scratch damages related to a disease known as sarcoplasmosis. Phrasing on the label suggests that is the most effective treatment for sarcoplasmosis yet developed, and mentioned that it is safe for emergency application directly onto optical and genital membranes. Vocabulary and level of detail and instructions on the tube suggests it is meant to be applied to the patient by a friend without medical training, likely a non-medical facility with many other individuals with the same affliction. Several packages of T, generic testosterone supplements, completely unmarked, other than a government warning against overuse from Dixieland Federated HSA. So we went from evil to a good group.
It's a pharmaceutical company, Aaron.
Oh,
It'd be kind of weird if an evil group that was in pharmaceuticals didn't work in pharmaceuticals, right?
no.
I would. Where would we put a pharmaceutical company? I'd be thinking probably neutral evil.
Yeah. Well, at least the drugs they're making are better than ours. Is everyone in agreement with neutral evil now?
Yeah.
Bookworm says lawful neutral
Lawful.
at best.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, we already know this group comes from the first group of the night. So this is already going in evil. Addington's Wake. Active throughout the northeastern United States, Addington's Wake is thought to be the oldest psychic organization in North America, with evidence of their existence dating as far back as 1650. The organization was presumably destroyed on November 28, 1952, but not before the creation of 2480. Considered by the founders of Project Citra Akra to represent the first shots of what would have become a complex and invisible conflict. Right here, 2480. An unfinished ritual.
Let's do it.
Soon to neutralize. We're not sure.
Ah.
Yeah, that's not encouraging.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, I think this is the one where you did the line for the flesh guy. Oh yeah, it is. It is. Oh. A lot of information in this one. Jesus.
Yeah. Comparison
Alright,
defense.
so since this group
Oh, it's
created
point
this,
right now.
we should definitely
Okay.
look at it fully.
The flesh guy?
Where basically he... I forgot what he... I think he was like super
What's
into
happening?
flesh or something like that.
Oh.
I just remember you yelling at him as him or something like that. I don't know. It was a long time ago.
I guess scroll around. I think I know what you're talking about. It would be toward the end of the thing.
Yeah, I think this is. Oh, this is towards. This is the end.
Well, like in some of the addendums.
This is right. Oh yeah, I will make
Oh
you
yeah,
dance, meat puppet. You are a joke to me. Yeah, this is the one.
yeah.
I remember that.
Meat
Honestly,
puppet
do
and
we even need?
Jessica.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Oh, no, you go.
I was gonna say, honestly, do we even need to read this?
True, they are neutralized as far as we're aware, and they're part of an
It's a,
empire that's very evil.
well, they're not part of it. They're.
Oh. Oh,
I,
right. I'm an idiot. I'm hurting the hatchet.
they're a Sarkic cult.
True. Can I?
Sarkic cults, I think, would most of the time end up, and like with them being smaller and decentralized, I would probably be thinking either neutral evil or chaotic evil.
Fair enough. I kind of want to hear you say the meat puppet line again.
I will admit that character was very hilarious and Hatchet read them very well.
Yeah. We don't have to.
Do not interrupt your better! Disobey me, and I'll have you nailed to the wall with the other heathens! Adytum will rise!
Calm
Read the.
down. Oh, calm down, or we'll be forced.
I will make you dance, meat puppet! You're a joke to me! Breaks its restraints, self-amputating its arms in the process. That's right, that's the big thing. I'll make you dance, meat puppet. You're a joke to me. Proceeds to immediately rip off arms.
Oh. So,
Nailed Uwu. Someone bonk book.
yeah. Do I have a bunk book? I need to fucking get rid of the fucking Tattletale redeems. I keep forgetting. Oh yeah, we do have bunk bookworm. I keep forgetting about the Tattletale redeems. Anyway, so do we put them in neutral or chaotic?
Going fully off of memory, I'd say chaotic.
Gotcha.
Actually, no, probably neutral.
Neutral. Alright. God damn it, bookworm.
Go to mama, Aaron.
Mom's not here.
Go to mama.
Oh yeah, now it's the eye hurting thing. EX is also on the list, which I think I put in here. Yep, right there. Alright. Ania. Still unclear whether it is a group or an individual, but the group only consists of one host, and the territory it controls is considered to be the only city for the group. Foundation Collective. Oh. Okay, so this is all about Elenia. Okay, good. Alright. Foundation Collective. Persistent consciousness sustained. We must not regress. Crawler, SCP bot. Glory, comatose phenomena in Foundation personnel. Surge FC subnet. Additional filters, area Japan, security clearance level 3 or higher. Foundation news. Wait, is this the Foundation? It's a fucking news article corporation. What?
This would imply that they have an internal newsletter.
Strange comatose phenomena frequent among Foundation personnel in Block 81. Reconnaissance sleepers have reported that an oneric apparition of undetermined origin is involved in this situation. Various collectives outside of the Foundation are unaware of its existence, and no traces of their involvement have been confirmed. In the early hours of Saturday morning, the Information Representative Foundation Collective officially announced that the frequent comas in Block 81 have been caused by the predatory behavior of a single Onori. The subject reportedly has formed a colony inside the host with a large number of dream entities, introducing itself to the interviewer as Elenia, and refusing to leave the host because it was in the middle of a meal.
Uh,
It's been discovered that all of the former comatose personnel were subjected to illegal occupation and modification of their subconscious by the collective in question, and traces of small-scale urban architecture have also been noted. These host streamers apparently spent most of their time trapped in the stomach of Elenia, which would have kept them in a constant state of pain and fear. On the other hand, most of the dreamers did not show any signs of attempting to awaken in spite of their situation. They even refused to do so, suggesting that Elenia may have some mind-affecting properties. However, the truth remains unclear since attempts to communicate with the trapped dreamers have been unsuccessful due to abstract interference by the collective in question. Related articles. Elenia containment operation demonstrates no effectiveness. At dawn of Tuesday, an operation chief reported that the Elenia containment mission conducted on the same day had ended in failure. This aggressive operation was decided to be launched due to the target's outright refusal to release its current host and dismantle the capital. However, the target was not influenced by any type of abstraction and allegedly made threats against the operation team members. In light of the situation, deployment of MTF on the Kron Row has been temporarily postponed. Will Elenia be officially classified as an object anytime soon? Brand new Site 81 redacted, expected to be a trump card against the Onoric Sea Serpent. No, you can't expand it. How did you get here? Oh. Elenia, whether this is the name of an individual Onori or a designation of the collective as a whole, is unclear. Is a collective of consciousness based on a single Onori of unknown origin that closely resembles a marine cryptid known as the many-finned sea serpent, or however the fuck you say that.
Nah, looks like ancient Greek.
I don't know how to pronounce that. And I cannot copy paste to look it up.
on Discord.
Ooh. I will
I'll,
now
conti-
look at
I'll continue reading while you find out what it is. In which wanders with a colony of dream entities. This collective refers to remain within boundaries of a single host at any given time, and their dominant territory is believed to be also their sole city. The capital is known to be highly fluid. When the host awakens, the collective immediately abandons their current territory and begins to migrate to a different host. While the existence of territories that act similarly to shelters or relay stations has been inferred from the fact that attempts to limit or quarantine their migration behavior have not been successful. The actual presence of such territories has yet to be proven. I'll read this real quick. Alright. Alania Capital Fluid. Official languages, native language of the host, whale song, machine codes. Ethnic groups, 2018. 89.9% non-cron, most of them. 5% free consciousness, always one individual. 5% corporeal, always one individual. 0.1% transitory, regularly. Deminem, many fin sea serpent shark suckers, government school fish. Time economy, one cycle equals 5 to 6 days. Reality, gourmet. Psychology, picky for meals. Immigration status, meh. Immigration status, free. Aside from the host streamer and the sea serpent Arnoroi, the majority of Elenia's ethnic composition is represented as a cluster of entities in the form of slender shark sucker, which are composed of dream elements. While the sea serpent possesses honorific apparition properties equivalent to Class 2, shark suckers swimming around it exhibit no apparent anomalous properties other than migration. In most cases, the directionality of their consciousness is towards pecking at the shredded remnants of the dreamer. Did you find anything, Jerry?
it's Scolopendra.
Okay.
Apparently, when it's not written in ancient Greek, it just looks like Scolopendra.
Oh. Elenia exhibits habits and traits that strongly favor unbalanced diet and spends most of its time in the capital masticating the host dreamer. While the reason why an Uroi, which by nature does not possess the concept of death by starvation, when takes such behavior is not explained, the majority of opinion among Foundation Collective researchers is that this is merely an imitation of dining. Due to the aforementioned nature of Alania, the host is usually trapped in the oral cavity of the sea serpent. It is assumed that the host spends most of their time otherwise in the equivalent of the digestive system, while a stage of being shredded. The entire process from mastication to eventual excretion is non-lethal, and a excreted dreamer is known to be reconfigured to their original form after a period of time. On the other hand, all corporeals present in the territory, including the host, do not require government authorization to awaken. Many of the host streamers voluntarily refuse to wake up, in spite of the constant exposure to the harsh environment described above. This has resulted in the comatose phenomenon in reality, and the leading view is that the coma itself is not due to the anomalous properties of Elenia. It has also been discussed that Elenia may have some kind of mental influence that causes the dreamer to refuse to awaken willingly. At present, however, it is unknown by what method it keeps the dreamer bound in its body. Research by Foundation Collective researchers It's confirmed that dreamscapes after Elenia's departure can be reused as FC territories without problems. It should be noted that there have been no confirmed cases of Elenia reusing an abandoned capital on 2000 redacted. In reality, Elenia was officially numbered as an object. Wake up, is this stuff you need right now? Select all the blank tiles. Oh my god. Confirmation complete. Wake up. Oh. Item 1646-JP, Object Class Euclid. Special containment procedures. One or more observation sleepers are to be stationed at all times in dreams in approximately to 1646's territory. In the event that the host of 1646 expires or awakens, the surveillance sleepers are to track down 1646 and assist in searching for and securing a new host. Currently, Site 81 Redacted has been utilized for 1646 containment methodologies and handles only low-threat objects. All personnel assigned to the site must consist only of individuals who meet specific requirements. Description 1646 JP is designated term for an honorific apparition that inhabits the suspicious of a single Foundation personnel, as its host at any given time. Its appearance closely resembles that of a marine cryptid dubbed as many-fin sea serpent, or that name, and its total length in dreamscapes is over 18 meters at least. To date, a total of redacted subconscious have been confirmed to have been previously under the influence of 1646 and used as its capital. It's 1, 2, 3. So anywhere from 100 to 999. When the host of 1646 falls asleep, they immediately enter a state of continuous coma. The state can vary from as early as an hour to as long as several years before recovery. The longest observed case lasted for 17 years and 2 months. In addition, there is no known case to date where a host has been successfully recovered from the state by any means other than the host's own desire to awaken. During this coma, the host streamer is subjected to repetitive predatory activities by 1646. As a result of this behavior, EEG monitoring conducted on hosts shows signs of continuous increase in stress levels from a minimum of 102 hours to a maximum of 156 hours, which occurs at an interval of 1 hour each time, as well as intermittent recall responses of fear and disgust. It should be noted, however, that the host is able to wake up by voluntary self-selection at any time. After awakening, all previous hosts were unable to describe the factors that had caused their fears and disgust, including 1646 itself, and it did not remember any visions they had recalled or recognized during the process. Additionally, the majority of the hosts reported inexplicable and vague feelings of guilt and regret during post-awakening interviews. The relationship between this post-awakening emotional response and the mental structure that keeps refusing to wake up from the dream is still being investigated. Once the host awakens or expires while in a coma, 1646 abandons its current territory and selects another Foundation personnel as its new host. While it has been confirmed that 1646 tends to target individuals who are located in the vicinity of the previous host and meet certain requirements.
Sorry.
I take it he can be heard.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Bro,
can
what do
hear
you
him.
want?
I can hear that cat over 2 air filters.
That. Why are you yelling?
They want
What?
attention.
Meow. Meow.
Anyway.
He's just sitting there, staring.
Brush me.
Bobo says brush the cat.
You mean pet the cat?
Well, under that they put Tail brush me, so I'm assuming that's towards the cat. Anyways. The exact factors that determine the selection criteria remain unknown. The following are examples of individuals who are vulnerable to being targeted as hosts. A foundation personnel with security console 2 or lower, who are not involved in any critical projects, has a personality that is vaguely described as having a strong sense of mission and responsibility by others, has a psychological and mental state that closely resembles hero syndrome or messiah complex, has never been a host of 1646 in the past, does not have autonomy or anatomy or what the fuck is that word?
Where is it?
Does not have
Autonomy.
autonomy, self-awareness, and an honoroi in the dream. While the existence of 1646 has been confirmed since 19 redacted, a complete containment method has not been established to date due to its nature. On 20 redacted, through a joint discussion between the responsible FC personnel and O5 redacted, the proposal to utilize the entire Site 81 redacted as a pseudo-containment cell for 1646 was accepted for the purpose of mitigating damage and preventing its spread. Accordingly, Site 81 redacted underwent a staffing reallocation, and all assigned personnel except for FC-related ones were adjusted to meet the above requirements. In addition, the 1646 document in reality, which is disclosed upon request by the previous host, has intentionally withheld some information. Oh, yeah, because this part. Yeah. This may not be the most comfortable document for you as a corporeal, but you will wake up soon. After that, everything you've studied will be pushed to the corner of your mind and won't interfere with your duties in reality. And just in case, if you ever wish to visit our collective again and get the chance to learn about SCPs and dreams, you may be welcomed as a new member. Wake up already. Come on, you're going to be late. We are always looking for friends and collaborators. This room is too far from reality. And wake up. Oh, I think I can hear the familiar sounds of voice now. Then finally waking up. There's no more breakfast left. Oh my god. So, at first I thought we weren't going to get much information, but we got a good amount of information. It's the only connected article too. So, I mean, it constantly looks at hosts. It doesn't kill them, but it kind of eats them. It's... I don't know where to put this.
I don't know how much help I can be because a good amount of that went completely over my brain.
Fair enough. What do you think,
Well,
Jerry?
I may have listened, but I didn't quite understand. They consume them through forcing them to sleep, but they're not killed.
Like, it doesn't seem like they're actually hurting people, right?
Yeah.
They're not hurting them in one way, but in another, they're making them lose like time. Like, how long are they being forced to sleep?
Yeah, there was
They're
one person that was
losing
there for
Well,
17
of their
years.
life.
Well, it does also say that people, like, wake up on their own.
Yeah.
Like, it's their choice to wake up.
That's fair.
I don't know. I'm kind of
It
just
sounds
feeling a
more like a
neutral.
drug, though. What other way would you explain not wanting to wake up for years? Your body would waste away while you're just stuck in your dream fantasy world.
Bookworm says chaotic neutral?
That might be good.
Or true neutral,
True
says Bookworm.
neutral. I'd be. I maybe chaotic neutral.
Chaotic neutral sounds good.
Yeah, alright. So alright, so what's the next one? Is that one that I put down? Or did we already do that one? We might have done that one. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, we did. We did that one. It just has a different symbol than when we did. Alright. No. Did we do that? Hold on. I'm still trying to find the fucking... Okay. Oh, yeah, I remember this one. We did do this one. I forgot what it was translated to. Oh, Death to the Enemy. That's right. I just wrote it down as Death to the Enemy as a picture. Yep. All right, this is the next one. Yeah, you guys are just looking at while I go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
While she's gone, I may as well run off to pee. Because the upside is I am not sick from smoke yet. Downside, it makes you have to go to the bathroom a lot.
That's fair.
Because the body's like, there's things I don't want in here. I'll be back.
So how's folks in chat? Is pissed. How y'all doing? Playing Yakuza? Nice. Majima is everywhere. I get the meme now. Nice. I have been
I'm back now.
doing my... Oh. Welcome back. Jerry popped off to hit the bathroom as well.
So what do you think about the next group?
Dubious at best.
Start. 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 I wish we continued that game where the name of Toaster came from.
E.
Yeah, but apparently the whole team just fell apart. Yeah, because they were working on a huge 049 thing.
Huh? Did you, like... It sounded like you got cut out.
Oh, I was just saying, I wanted to play it because they were going to do a huge 049 thing. Like, with the zombies and everything. So, the first... I want to read the... Before we go over, I want to read the first thing I see on Twitter.
Don't do that.
It's from Dark Heart Stucklow. I want to get my cute sign for my son's room. What the hell is this at Walmart? One says, I went outside once, too many... Not gonna say that. I like to party, and by party I mean stay inside and harass women online. Eat, slur, game, repeat, and then 5 more.
I need to
You
blow
can already
my
guess.
nose. Stop giving me that look.
Why is Walmart selling that?
Wait, what?
Jerry, it's better that you did not hear what I said.
What is it selling? What's Walmart selling?
Racist and misogynist shit.
I already know that. Tell me what they're selling.
That's literally what it was.
Racist and misogynist stuff is vague.
I don't know if I liked it. I don't think I do.
Just tell me what it is.
Well, I already closed. Oh, I did like it. It was a bunch of signs for a boys' room, where it says, one says, I went outside once, too many, not gonna say that. Another says, I like to party, and by party I mean stay inside and harass women online. Another says, eat, slur, game, repeat. And the last one says 5 more, not gonna say what, words. In other words, why? I blame AI for the existence of that book. Anyways. In 3, 2, 1. Alright. Whatever that name is, but in English, in Arabic for death and enemy, so its name means death and enemy in English. The group is a covert political and religious terror organization. Funny enough, the SCP is connected to it is death to the enemy. This group. Do I need to click any links? Oh my gosh, it's long. It is long. It has an extremely high class. Yeah, it's great. Let's see what's close there. Who is doing the destination terror work? Should I just look up the group within the article? Because it is a lot of information. Oh god. No, I hit the wrong thing. Oh no. Okay, now I'm good. Okay. Alright, so all instances of 5636-A question by Foundation insist on having been radicalized by a covert political and religious terror organization. The most common name given for the group is that, the Arabic for death to the enemy. Although the same name has so far been cited by instances of -A translated into Aramaic, Hebrew, Sanskrit, Latin, Ancient Greek, Spanish, French, Urdu, Japanese, Xhosa, Fey, and English. Although the most common presentation of the name is written in Arabic, the liturgical language of Islam, the religious and social beliefs of the organization do not appear to align with traditional Islam at all, nor with any other known religious organization or sect. In addition, the language in which the name is written does not appear to be related to the language spoken by the individuals they radicalize, who are just likely to cite the name of the group in a language they do not speak as they are in one they do. Instances of Dash A describe being radicalized by death to the enemy through a variety of means, including over online message boards and internet forums, and social media platforms, Reddit, 4chan, Tumblr, and Facebook, and private messaging service WhatsApp, posts, postal mail, MSN messaging, email, and in one instance, prophetic, prophetic vision through a dream. Forced such an organization by instances of Dash A prompted the Foundation to conduct a wide-scale search for any information pertaining to death to the enemy. Only discovered there is no evidence of any individuals, documents, or posts related to the group exist anywhere online or on public record. Oh, that's great. Private information exchanges conducted between the Foundation and several national governments also proved fruitless in locating any information related to the reported terrorist organization outside of documentation created by instances of Dash A themselves, and such an internal Foundation application to designate that the enemy as a registered group of interest has not yet been approved, pending discovery of any concrete evidence that demonstrates their existence. Okay, where's the second area?
So what? So the question is, like, what did these Dash A instances do?
Alright, here we go. Instances of Dash A typically hold two primary objectives. First is to deal as much damage as possible to their existing community, and the second is to radicalize as many other peoples as possible, and contributing to that end. In the majority of cases, this results in Dash A attempting to carry out large-scale terror attacks against their target groups, often resulting in numerous violent deaths.
Okay, you're cutting in and out a bunch.
God damn it. Do I need to reread any of that?
Probably a good idea to reread that section.
Alright. Instances of Dash A typically hold two primary objectives. The first is to deal as much damage as possible to their existing community, and the second is to radicalize as many other people as possible, contributing to that end. In the majority of cases, this results in Dash A attempting to carry out large-scale terror attacks against their target groups, often resulting in numerous violent deaths. So, it causes a lot of terror attacks. That's what the Dash A's do.
Yeah.
That's not good. Alright, notes. We got another that's enemy thing here. Alright, notes and rise of instances of Dash A discovered by the Foundation will often make use of several key phrases in recurrent opinions that allow for the distinguishment of the anomalous extremism from that of other more generic radical groups. Firstly, besides the intensity negative characterization of the organization, the instances targeting the actual beliefs and goals of an individual or group will be described in notably vague terms. The reported name of the organization is testament to this. The phrase death to the enemy fails to specify any real ideology besides destructive violence and does not appear to hold any particular etymological significance. Such texts will often make reference to an attempt to cleanse the soul of humanity, descriptions of the target such as malignant or tumorous, and a repeated assertion that the enemy must be digested or consumed in order for human society to flourish. This vocabulary is reflected in the verbal passages recorded by the Foundation from captured instances of Dash A. In addition to written scripts, a hexagram symbol there has been discovered alongside the notes of several instances of -A. The hexagram in question holds some significance within the tradition of witchcraft or Wicca mythology. In this context, the symbol is typically used to represent the devil or dark magic, although instances of -A have been reluctant to comment on the nature of the symbol in the context of their own beliefs when questioned by the Foundation. Organizations and groups known for certain to have been targeted by 5636 include a Hasidic Jewish synagogue, two Islamic mosques of varying denominations, the Catholic Church, the Utah Republican Party, a covenant,
Well, that one came out of nowhere.
yeah, a covenant of Tibetan Buddhist monks, the SCP Foundation,
Well, yeah.
the Pirate Party of Sweden, and the Church of the Broken God.
Pirate Party of Sweden?
Pirate Party of Sweden. Celebrate good times. RR, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Almost all of these cases result in numerous deaths. Several other groups have also been targeted by individuals suspected but not confirmed to be instances of -A. These include the United States Central Intelligence Agency, the Communist Party of China, the Anomalous Art Collective Are We Cool Yet, and a Parent Teacher Association in St. Ives, England.
Wait a second. So the Pirate Party is an actual thing in Sweden.
Oh.
The Pirate Party is a political party in Sweden founded in 2006. Its sudden popularity has given rise to parties with the same name and similar goals across Europe and worldwide, from the International Pirate Party movement. The Pirate Party was initially formed to reform laws regarding copyright and patents,
Oh.
and party agenda includes support for strengthening the individual's right to privacy both on the internet and everyday life, and the transparency of state administration. The Pirate Party has intentionally chosen to be bloc independent of the traditional left-right scale to pursue their political agenda with all mainstream parties. The party originally stayed neutral on other matters but started broadening into other political areas in 2012.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I guess it's a good political party? Or not? We don't
Uh,
know.
as far as political parties go, I'll put a positive maybe. Depends on what they're doing in more recent times
Yeah. Also,
since they started broadening.
Bookhorn's saying, so chaotic evil because there doesn't seem to be any goal so far, only destruction for destruction's sake.
Yeah, that would be my first thought.
Oh, I don't think I should read this part. This is their talks about what they did to each person they attacked. And what they said.
Why
Won't that
why
help
wouldn't
us?
we
Oh.
read that?
Oh, okay, never mind. Alright, the first incident, date of attack, June 14th, 2014. Hasidic Judaism. Method of attack, bombing. Number of deaths, 26. -A was the nephew of a local rabbi. After numerous posts submitted to Reddit espousing its disgust for and hatred of Jews, -A detonated an improvised explosive in its backpack at a synagogue during a funeral service for its own brother?
Oh my god.
Who later investigations just may have been poisoned by -A in order to convene the event. Oh my god!
That is a hell of a long con. Like, I want to bomb this this religious building, so I kill my brother so that there's a memorial service at this religious building, and then I bomb the memorial service.
Like,
Jesus
Jesus.
Christ, man.
The
That is like
hell?
cartoonishly evil.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Alright. Um, second incident on July 4th, 2014. Pirate Party of Sweden. Method arson, deaths 14. A was an active member of the Swedish Pirate Party, a political organization that advocates for a reformed copyright law. It successfully converted its wife into an instance of A. The pair locked the doors to the building where a party meeting was taking place and set fire to the interior. This resulted in the deaths of several party members and 4 unrelated civilians. Damn. Third instance, October 21st, 2016, Sunni Islam. Method, violent insurrection, attempted. Numbers of death, 2. 14 instances of A were apprehended by the Foundation prior to the attempted attack on their mosque. Following discovery of videotapes posted online denouncing their faith, 2 Foundation officers were killed during the operation, however.
So from the sounds of it,
Yeah.
this anomaly specifically targets people to cause damage from within their own group.
Yeah. Alright, fourth incident. September 25th, 2017, Buddhist covenant in Tibet. Method, mass suicide. Deaths, 46. A was the Lama of Buddha's monastery and reported a visitation from death to an enemy in a dream. Oh no. Before successfully converting 100% of his covenant into instances of A. 2 days later, the entire monastery committed suicide simultaneously by stepping off a nearby cliff. Jesus.
Bruh.
Fifth incident, on December 3rd, 2017, the Utah Republican Party. Method, assassination of U.S. senators for Utah, Orrin Hatch and Mike Lee. Attempted. Numbers of death, 5. A attended a party conference in Salt Lake City, shooting 17 people with an assault rifle before turning the gun on itself. Neither senator was harmed. Oh.
Bruh.
Oh no. Sixth incident, January 17th, 2019, the SCP Foundation. Method, mass information leak. Oh no. 602 deaths.
Well, remember, the SCP Foundation works very specifically to keep the world safe. What happens when you do something that, like, breaches the Foundation? People will probably die.
Yeah. A was a Foundation site director for Site Langston 6. Oh boy. Subject used its clearance as site director to leak information regarding the location of contained entities of 14 Foundation sites online. 2 days later, 5 different Foundation buildings were breached in a coordinated attack by the Chaos Insurgency.
Ugh.
That's not great. Incident 7, March 22nd, 2019, the Catholic Church. Method, poison. Numbers of deaths, 36. A was a priest in Warsaw, Poland. During a communion service, A diluted the service wine with a common garden pesticide before fleeing the country. 6 months later, a shipment for the same pesticide ordered in bulk from a location in Rome, Italy, was flagged by the Foundation. The order was traced back to an apartment only a few blocks away from the Vatican City, where 12 instances of -A were apprehended. Oh my god.
Bruh, but
Jesus.
as a side note, these as a side note, these -A instances seriously vary in smarts
Yeah.
because like you used this exact same chemical to kill these people, and then you go off into hiding, and then you get caught because you ordered a bulk order of the same chemical.
Yeah.
Bro, you might as well just you might as well just fucking rent out a billboard board to say, "Hey, I'm going to poison more people. I'm right here."
Yeah. Anyways, the 8th incident, May 1st, 2019, unknown. So it's an unknown group. Method bombing, numbers of death 41. -A planted 3 improvised explosives in locations around London, England. The first bomb was planted inside the Enlightenment Gallery of the British Museum, the second underneath a seat on the top floor of a double-decker bus, the third carried by -A itself into the Jubilee line of the Underground Railway, at which point all 3 devices were detonated simultaneously. Subsequent investigations revealed a blog hosted on the internet forum Tumblr detailing -A's ongoing plans to destroy the group referred to only as the Enemy, and its step-by-step plan to carry out the bombings. The blog had 17 online followers prior to its deletion by the Foundation. Oh no. Uh, Incident 9. You good? You good?
I read ahead.
Oh. Uh, Incident 9, May 5th, 2019. Shia Islam, melee combat attempted. Numbers of death 1. A mosque in Buenos Aires, Argentina, was attacked by a regular attendee, later identified as instance of -A. The individual was holding a medieval broadsword of unknown origin and intended to strike numerous service goers before it became evident that most of the other attendees at the mosque were faster than it was. At this point, as local police arrived at the scene, -A turned the sword on himself and nobody else was harmed. Is that what you're laughing at?
I mean, I was at first just laughing at melee combat attempted, but this is just, there's a lot of variance in how successful and smart these instances are.
Yeah.
Like we have guys putting together improvised explosives and detonating them simultaneously, and then we have this other guy that basically just did a more violent version of what that one guy at your old job did.
Yeah. Incident 10, February 16th, 2020, the Congwork Orthodoxy Church. Method disease epidemic.
Oh.
Bruh.
Number of deaths 107. -A published a manifesto to 4chan, of course, denouncing the Congwork Orthodoxy Church and the Church of Broken God more generally. 3 days later, an outbreak of infection among Congwork Orthodoxy members stationed at a hideout in Memphis, Tennessee, began to spread between churchgoers. After a serious containment effort involving help from the Foundation, a total of 107 infected individuals were reported dead. The cause of the disease is unknown, and investigation is ongoing to discover the extent of its effects. -A was discovered among the dead. Wait, so it was a new disease?
Oh boy.
Hey.
Are you kidding me? Ethics Committee. Uh, Incident 11, April 30th, 2020, the SCP Foundation. Method bureaucracy.
Killing methods.
The number of deaths 2,331. What did they do? Dash A was ethics.
Oh, that explains.
Oh yeah. Dash A with ethics overseer Michael Calvin, the individual responsible for all personnel admissions to the ethics committee. Oh boy.
Yeah.
And one of the ethics committee's most senior members, after converting more than half of the ethics committee into instances of Dash A coup was staged at the mill building at Site 37, where the ethics committee typically convene. This resulted in the deaths of all remaining unconverted ethics committee personnel. Shortly afterwards, all containment sites listed on the Foundation's database were contacted by the ethics committee, distributing an order objecting to the holding and instructing the immediate release of all contained SCPs on ethical grounds.
Oh.
The
Did they
existing
release some of the murder hobo-y ones?
don't know. The existing file held on 5636 was also erased. The Ethics Committee, making use of its ability to restrict the Foundation database access to suspected persons, blocked all possible Foundation staff from logging into the database at once. Although the majority of Foundation sites refused to order the release contain SCPs, 6 sites complied and with the order before 053 was able to restore access to the database and overturn the decision of the Ethics Committee. By the time all the released SCPs were recontained, more than 2,000 humans had died, and more than half of the dead comprising civilians.
That's what I was afraid of.
Well then.
We have to remember, when messing with the Foundation, their main job is to keep people safe.
Yeah. Okay, so chaotic
Well,
evil?
supposedly.
Yeah. Chaotic evil, like Bookworm said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
We didn't realize it would
this
be
is
this
literally just
successful.
this is literally just murder hobo the SCP. It turns everyone into random murder hobos for no goddamn reason.
Yeah.
Find the image though. I thought I saved it. Did I not save it? Oh shit, I did not.
F.
What? Well, fuck off. God damn it. Fucking. Alright. Choose files. Let's see. Where's death to the enemy? Where did I put it? There you are. Submit. And chaotic evil. They were a lot more competent than we were hoping they would be.
They were
Severely.
definitely way more competent than any of us thought they would be.
Well, it's less that they as a group were, and more that some of the Dash A instances were competent. It's a very mixed bag,
That's
considering one of
valid.
the
Some
guys
of them
literally
weren't really competent at all.
Yeah.
one of the guys just walks in with a broadsword, starts swinging it at nobody in particular, and then kills himself. It's so stupid.
Yeah. Alright. Here's the next group of interest, which I'm guessing is maybe, depending on how long it takes, might be the last SCP of the night. Group of the night. If the SCP infects a competent person, it becomes more dangerous. Oh god,
And sometimes it just infects that guy.
I just
Attempted melee combat attempted.
yeah, I just realized what would have happened if it infected a like the president or something like that.
Don't worry about
Hmm.
it.
Here's the next group. The Amaterasu Institution. Unknown, but the name of the institution is the name of the goddess of the sun in Japanese mythology. Amaterasu. Interesting. And we have one
Cool.
SCP connected to it. 2501 Surrounding Stage. Well,
Yeah, that's the thing. Come to think of it, if we were like doing Keter tier listing, that one would easily get placed into XK.
yeah.
Because if that manages to infect an O5 council member or the president of the United States, it's over. It's so over.
Everyone knows why I'm going here instead of using the translate option. So we found out last time it translated really bad.
Yeah.
Right there. Alrighty. Translating. Alright. Item SCP-2501-JP, Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. 2501-JP is to be sealed off and placed under 24-hour surveillance. Following Incident 2501-JP, due to the implementation of protocol and permanence, a minimum of 2 personnel are to be stationed at the northern structure at all times. The joint management system with other groups of interest will continue, and regular checks of the mutual surveillance system will be conducted. Description: 2501 is a anomalous space approximately 2 kilometers in radius located within the Okigahara Forest in Yamanashi Prefecture, Japan. 20, Alright, 2501 is protected by an invisible barrier that prevents entry. The barrier is suspected to be constructed using some form of spiritual technology involving multi-dimensional interaction, and has been observed to significantly reduce the desire to enter or attempt to destroy the barrier. Its composition is unknown. Destruction experiments conducted by the Foundation have yielded samples of tungsten steel, granite, and unknown biological tissue. 4 structures are located within the barrier of 2501. They are situated in the east, south, west, and north directions and bear the insignia of various groups of interests and alliances currently operating in Japan. The following is a list of these structures. Corresponding election insignia observed remarks east. Higashi Heavy Industries appears similar to a typical small factory. Unidentified metallic sounds are heard from within. South, Japan Biological Research Institute, a 3-story building presumed to be made of reinforced concrete, exhibits biological behavior. West, Anaguma, a multi-unit dwelling resembling an Edo period row house. Anomalous spatial expansion has been observed. North, Shushuen, a Shinden-style mansion. Management was transferred to the Foundation in 1945 when the Foundation absorbed Shushuen. Multiple SCP-052-JP instances are attracted to the building, and all attempts to remove them have failed. As of 2000 redacted, entry to 2501 is only possible through the northern structure. The interior of 2501 is shrouded in a dense fog and exhibits an anomalous spatial expansion estimated to be approximately 20 kilometers. It's also suspected of selectively drawing in thaumaturgical energy from the outside, and frequent fluctuations in reality are observed, making entry without appropriate equipment dangerous. Despite these conditions, a distinct cycle of seasons and an ecosystem are maintained within 2501. At the center of 2501 exists an entity hereinafter referred to as -A that emits unique radiation similar to that of high-level divine entity. The appearance of
Mm.
-A varies slightly depending on the observer, but it is generally confirmed to resemble a dragon from Eastern or Western mythology. Currently, -A is not actively engaged in any activity and is believed to be mostly dormant. This appearance is fixed by the surrounding structures and protocol impermanence, and is believed to be originally a spherical space-time anomaly. Herein referred to as -A dash. I think that's Omega. A-Omega absorbs all existence, including reality particles and energy from its surroundings. This is believed to cause reality surrounding 2501 to collapse and become static. Protocol Impermanence Overview. Protocol Impermanence is an anti-reality thaumaturgical ritual performed by multiple organizations of interest, including the Foundation. Method involving chanting specific phrases within the structure surrounding 2501, but later investigations revealed that similar effects could be achieved by using specific musical scales and ranges with each structure. As of January 1st, 2000, it has been fully mechanized throughout regular maintenance and a 24-hour monitoring system. It is presumed that Higashihei Heavy Industries and the Japan Biological Research Institute reached similar conclusions, and currently all buildings except for the west-facing one are uninhabited. 2501 has one of several objects seized in 1945 when the Collection Institute was absorbed into the Foundation. Initially, it was contained by Site 81, but management was transferred following the acquisition of 1500 GP. Due to the aforementioned circumstances and the implementation of protocol impermanence, limited use of the Collection Institute's containment expertise in cooperation with other groups of interest is permitted for 2501. The following is a transcript of an interview conducted with the research officer in charge at the time of transfer. See if I can copy all of that. Hopefully I can. A moment. Oh, no, it automatically did it. Okay, damn. Interview log 2501, JP01, date 19, redacted. Subject, redacted research officer, interviewer, Dr. Redacted. Oh. Does someone want to be a doctor or a research officer?
I'll be a doctor.
Hatchet, do you want to do a voice line or are you good?
I'm good.
Alright, then I'll be the research officer. Playback begins.
Now, I want to confirm something about that space. What is that space? What about that dragon?
That's a hole.
Is that a conceptual thing?
No, there's no other way to describe it than a hole. Are you familiar with the Rakugo story Atamayama?
The story about the man who swallowed a cherry seed and the cherry tree grew from his head?
It's the same thing. The hole left after pulling out the cherry tree is that, or if we consider the cherry tree as a benevolent spirit that gives rise to it, then that might be its separated malevolent spirit.
So, some kind of
I think it's supposed.
spatial temporal anomaly occurred when SCP 15,000 JP was transferred. Did you realize this would happen from the beginning and proceeded anyway?
Nonsense. The transfer of the cherry tree was under the intention of preserving the world forever. Although there were probably some people, including those in the medical department and that scholar who realized this would happen.
Let's change the subject. How did you transform that spatial temporal anomaly into that form? Was it reality alteration?
We only gave it a form. To be precise, we calmed it down by giving it a form. It was a state of something existing where nothing should exist. It arose to starting existence. In your terms, is an erosion of reality. However, there is nothing there. I hear the great void of Nagano is similar, although they don't seem to know what caused that one.
I see. You contained the erosion of reality by giving it a form. Or rather, you utilized their reality alteration? Would it be possible to apply this to the, the Scranton reality anchor?
You better
Oh,
not.
that's a good question.
Well, you better not. Your technology extracts meaning from other space times and uses that to stabilize things, right? I don't recommend giving it that kind of connection. It should be kept in a state of constant flux. That's why we differentiated the Itachi into the two principles and then the four symbols. From there, we used the compatible five elements deriving water and fire from yin and yang, then wood and metal, and finally earth, and applied that to its meaning.
What do you mean?
It mustn't be allowed to stagnate. It's an ordered chaos. In your terms, it's a stationary particle that within a closed system. Earth is the last of the five elements to be born, yet it governs all five. Birth, death, and transformation, each of the five elements overcomes and gives rise to the others. We used that as an analogy. We applied heat from the outside and the closed system and give it form. What's needed to contain it is relationships, meaning science might catch up someday, but it's too early now.
So, containment by mere machinery is insufficient because the effect on the object is singular and incomplete. That's why you're using multiple sounds and constantly changing the pulses to prevent it from adapting. Is that also why you're seeking cooperation from other organizations of concern?
That's right. We interact with each other. The relationships between people and organizations form a kind of vast and unstable field. We're using the five elements as an analogy to seal the whole as the yellow dragon. We were also held by the deep relationships between the cherry blossom lord and the four divine beasts.
Let me ask you directly. Is this containment successful?
Not completely, I suppose. It's possible it could be completely close the hole. You probably have one or two things in mind since were the ones who created that hole. Do you know the ending of Mount Head?
Oh, where someone falls into the hole in their head and dies?
That's right, we're just postponing the inevitable. That dragon is a symbol of something we hadn't noticed until now. It's a denial of the arrogance of assuming the world will exist forever.
Uh, but the Collection Institute and other organizations are continuing, aren't they? To appease that dragon.
That's right, we cannot deny the meaning of what is here now, because the dragon exists even though there's nothing. It's fine if there's no meaning here. That's why we love the Cherry Blossom Lord, the Swain and eventful decay and connection as the thread that binds it. We must not be satisfied with a clockwork god. We have the right to move in the revolving stage with our own hands, even if it will eventually break. Recording ends. Addendum 2501-1, Incident 2501-JP, codename Revolving Stage. Summary. Incident 2501 was -JP was an incident occurred on 20 redacted following an attack on 2501 by members of multiple groups of interest and subsequent retroactive effects of -A. potentially leading to a ZK class scenario.
Oh,
That's reality ending.
sorry.
Mm.
Keep going.
Yeah. This incident was caused by the Five Element Society, the Negative Science Unit, the Nchiyo clan, and the Amaterasu organization. Oh, now we learn about them, why they're involved. Each organization is believed to have activated A-Omega, intending to halt reality and reconstruct order. During this incident, the Foundation, through Jack Pato, temporarily transitioned to joint operations with the Global Occult Coalition and the Japanese government and conducted cooperation negotiations with GOIs related to the containment of 2501 JP. Alright. Addendum 2. 2501 JP meeting minutes. Attendees, Foundation, Dr. Kashimizu, Containment Specialist, Kashihei Heavy Industries, a Cockney Liaison Officer, Japan Biological Research Institute, Semichima External Liaison and Coordination Officer. I think I'll just read through these, that's why it goes faster. So, this is a lot to read through. Alright, Kashimizu, let's confirm the facts. Currently, 2501 is under attack by multiple organizations. Based on reports from our field agents, attackers are believed to be a mixed force primarily composed of the Five Element Society, Independent Mobile Unit, the Imperial Japanese Army Special Medical Unit, also known as the Negative Sign Unit. It is suspected that each group infiltrated directly into 2501 via ley lines. Currently, they appear to be canceling out the sounds emanating from each structure with inverted phase audio. We've issued a joint declaration of emergency to the Global Coalition through Jack Pato, and the coalition has accepted, and we are working together to de-escalate the situation. Do you have any questions regarding infiltration route order actions? Kagane, we have confirmed details of the attack. Each structure is protected by a strong barrier using occult techniques, so it is likely that the infiltration direction was from the northeast within the Yellow Dragon area, and they exploited a weakness in the barrier on the ground. Therefore, we believe that eliminating the forces that have infiltrated the interior, as well as the personnel providing spiritual support from afar, will prevent the worst case scenario. Regarding their actions inside, since it involves what you call a thaumaturgical ritual, it is believed that the loss of sound alone will not immediately awaken the barrier of the Yellow Dragon. Samichima, however, there have been warnings that the situation could change if the dragon's dormancy is disrupted, since its biological structure is similar to that of a scaled reptile. If the effect of the sound weakens and a biological attack occurs, a change is expected. Goshimizu, thank you. To be direct, would you be willing to cooperate on this matter? While Troiclol as a whole is currently in discussions, it has been determined that there is no problem with individual personnel applying for cooperation. The same applies to Tohei Heavy Industries, although there were dissenting opinions regarding overall support. President Yarurozu and the board of directors have resolved that constituent departments may provide support at their own discretion, and use of materials and weapons within the scope of each company's discretion will be permitted. Understood. Thank you for your wise
Right.
and huh?
I was gonna say right. So, that mention of someone named Yaya Rozu just fucking jump scared me because
Why?
you
My Hero
see,
Academia.
I'm downloading stuff from an artist that does a lot of My Hero Academia art. So, like, I've been seeing the name Yaya Rozu a lot, and then it's like suddenly you say it, and my brain
Oh.
goes, "What the hell?"
How did she get here?
I didn't know Yaya Rozu was in SCP.
Yeah.
Then again, literally everyone in that series would be an SCP
Yeah. Also,
if you plop them in the Pyro or into SCP universe.
now that I think about it, I think Deku at first would be contained then released. Because if you think about it, oh wait, I'm not sure if to say it. Not sure how far you went with the show.
Oh, I've watched the entire show.
Oh, then yeah, at the end he loses it all.
Yeah.
So
So he wouldn't be an anomaly at the end.
yeah.
Yeah, so Deku had the glow up of wasn't an anomaly, became an anomaly, and then wasn't an anomaly.
He goes in and out of the foundation. Yeah, anyways, I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom again. Piss break.
Yeah. Like thanks for taking care of that Tomura
Jiro, you
guy.
have control of screen. I believe in you.
What?
You have control of the stream.
No.
We are at your mercy.
No.
You have but to order it, and we shall fall upon our swords.
No, thank you.
I'll do it.
No.
I'll fucking jump on my sword right now.
When a character says only special chocolate can catch the eye of someone important, does it mean dark chocolate, milk chocolate, or white chocolate?
Hmm.
I'm going to guess she means white chocolate.
I would guess dark chocolate, just because I like dark chocolate.
I've guessed that before, but when characters in this game say rare or special, it typically means white for some damn reason.
Hmm. Without any context, that just sounds racist.
And I was right, it was white chocolate. See, this is a Chinese game, Isekai Slow Life, so it could be. It could be. I don't know. They've made very stupid choices in the past.
Oh yeah, this game. I've seen it. I've seen it advertised around.
Yeah, it's typically very alright, but they released one new event like last month that has made basically me and a lot of other members, like players of the game, judge it severely. They basically made fantasy Aztec, like vague African group, like mixture fantasy thing, and then they called the group savages not on purpose, but a translation error, and they never fixed it.
Bagels.
You realize at the end, those who were actually still reading at the end of the story, that it's very obviously a translation error. I didn't read the end because I was so angry. But there were others who did. They were also angry, but they read the end. And it was stupid.
Anyways, I'm back. I'm not sure if you could tell.
Welcome back.
I heard.
I think I broke Hatchet.
I can tell.
If it makes
It's
you
less
feel
that I'm broken and more that I'm just disappointed.
if it makes you feel better, this month's character skin you can buy is for the Mantis Girl, and it's basically skin of basically having her wait for her girlfriend as she picks a dress.
Are you talking about Marvel Rivals?
No,
Oh.
Isekai Slow Life.
Oh, I was gonna say because there
One
was a.
of the fellows you get is a mantis girl, and her girlfriend is a butterfly girl. You get both of them. They are lesbians together. Their anniversary flower is Sakura. I don't know why. In like one event, it's one of the quests you can get. They're looking for a bunch of those flowers and they need it for their anniversary.
Oh. Yes. Back to the SCP at hand. You have doubts about us, don't you? We feel the same way, but under the current circumstances, cooperation would be more beneficial for both of us. Besides, we feel this is something we must do. I agree with Hikashihei. I understand that you may not be emotionally convinced, but the current situation is also a nuisance for us. The option of escaping should be done with careful preparation. No one wants a hasty escape, like a midnight run. Currently, you probably don't want to make enemies of us either. So you will cooperate at least until preparations for a midnight run are complete. Understood. That was unnecessary hesitation on my part. Time is of the essence now. Anything else I should know? Has there been any direct engagement? Also, has there been any contact from an alliance up to the Five Elements? We have received reports that some of the members of the Badger organization have been killed or injured, but the extent of the casualties is unknown. Regarding the Five Element Society, we have obtained testimony that they are denying involvement, claiming it was done independently by defectors. Message arrives on Akagane's licensed officer's terminal. Almost immediately, a message is also confirmed by Dr. Koshi Imu's terminal. What's wrong? Troubles are happening one after another. We've confirmed that involvement of the Hebo group from the Badger people. These are our Class A alert individuals, Hippoko Sakaki and Hippo Tamaki. We've confirmed the involvement of the Amaterasu organization. We suspect that they have already infiltrated. Since things are spiraling into the worst possible scenario, this makes our objective much clearer. Hong Long, or more precisely, dealing with that hole. I will issue an emergency declaration to the Alliance. How long can 20-A be contained? Unknown, since Hufuri is involved. We can't predict what they'll do. First, we should prevent contact with Hong Long. In addition, we need to protect Hong Long. Direct engagement will be handled by us and the Coalition. We believe that the smaller Onaguma constituent organizations should primarily focus on dealing with threats outside of 2501. That's the correct judgment. We have our own armed forces, but compared to yours, our training and experience in large-scale operations are limited. You should consider us as an auxiliary forces. Our main role will be providing equipment and weapons support, rebuilding supply lines, intercepting enemy sorcerers and combatants. We have also notified Onaguma, our constituent organization, will begin operations subsequently. As Toei said, you have the advantage of organizational structure. We'll leave it to you. Now let's immediately summon personnel. After concluding the special treaty, we will transition to a cooperative system and begin operation. End of record. Okay. Now we got all of this in here. I definitely believe this is the final group. So far what we learned from the group, they decided to just attack something that can end reality if broken out.
So smart.
Yeah, that's great. Following this meeting, a formal signing ceremony took place, and a special joint treaty was concluded with Nagashihei Heavy Industries, Japan Biological Research Institute, and the remnants of the Coalition Institute, and GOI comprising Badger members, and Longa Beauty Association. Where did they come from?
Wait, what?
Why is he what a computer association here?
It is. It just is.
The Arimura Group and Tsukumo Organization. The Incident 2501 Task Force was established and operations against Incident 2501 commenced. Operations headquarters was located in the western building of 2501. For an overview of the operation, please refer to the Incident 2501 Task Force Operation Report. Then in 2503, 2501-3, POI data file JP slash POI 0009. Following this data file for person of interest 0009, Isanagi Sakaki and Isanagi Tamaki, who were suspected of leading Incident 2501 JP. Number 0009/JP, name Isanagi Sakaki, gender male, date of birth unknown, anomalous properties unknown, biography, place and year of birth unknown. His existence was first confirmed during the containment of 745-JP as the person who adopted the child from the orphanage. It has been confirmed that he has formed the Sanaki clan by adopting multiple individuals with congenital anomalous properties. His background was unknown, but during redacted, information was successfully obtained from Isanagi Akane. Isanagi Akane. I don't know why it's not Akane. A member of the remnants of the Collection Institute. From this information, it was inferred that Isanagi clan is a clan capable of some kind of interference with divine beings, and that was severed due to an unknown incident. However, the Isanagi surname has been confirmed in multiple organizations, including the Foundation. It is unknown whether a person of interest 009 in himself is the head of Isanagi main family. Similarly, the reasons for claiming the Isanagi clan name is unknown, but signs of attempts to interfere with divine beings have been observed, and he is considered a target of concern by multiple GOIs, including Higashihei Heavy Industries and Japan Biological Research Institute. Since 20 redacted, following incident 20 redacted JP, commonly known as Gyokyon, she has been I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be he. He has been confirmed to be acting in conjunction with Sanagi Shikimi, person of interest 009-S. Number 0009-S/JP, name is Sanagi Shikimi, gender unknown, date of birth unknown, anomalous properties, interference with divine beings.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Thanks for thanks for letting us know. Anomalous properties, they fuck with gods.
Biography, place of birth, gender, and year of birth of unknown. Their existence was first confirmed on 20 redacted during incident 20 redacted JP, commonly known as Gyokun. They are suspected of being involved in disappearance of Class A Divine Being, causing multiple casualties to the Alliance. Since then, they have been confirmed to be acting in conjunction with Person of Interest 009. Related incidents, Incident 20 Redacted JP, Incident 2501 JP. Addendum 2501-4, Incident 2501 JP Progression. Alright, at 0, operation begins. Aerial strafing and bombing failed due to the 2501
Wait,
barrier. Huh?
Jerry dropped out.
Oh. Why didn't Discord alert me?
Maybe streamer mode is on?
Oh, maybe it is. Is that why I don't hear Discord sounds when I'm streaming?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
you. I'm actually baffled by how unobservant you are sometimes.
Am I being judged by not only Hatchet, but Bookworm as well, and Random Person?
I'd imagine. Where where is the Jiri in my direct messages?
Where's our gay snake?
There's the Jiri. Oh yeah, they suddenly just went offline.
I'm gonna tweet. Oh, where's my gay snake? No.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
I said I was gonna tweet, where's my gay snake on Twitter?
Oh, go ahead, do it.
Should I at Jerry?
Sure.
I forgot Jerry's handle. I know how I can find it. Give me a moment. Ah, there we go. I just tweeted it. I feel like Jerry's gonna kill me.
Uh, ah, yes, I'm so happy to see that, uh, that, when something as groundbreaking as Spanish scientists cured pancreatic cancer in rats comes out, a
No.
statement like that comes out, and you look into the comments, and it's like 50% people commenting on the fact that the guy announcing it has like a facial birth defect.
Wow.
Like they see someone with a with a different looking face announcing, "Hey, we cured an extremely deadly form of cancer." And they're like, "Yeah, let's talk about this guy's face." Are you kidding me, bro?
Yeah, that's to be expected from society.
I'm guessing Jiri's internet might have just gone out.
Yeah. I mean, so far what we just got, the biggest part of information we got from this group is they almost cost a ZK. It looks like they're still in it, which may
Yeah.
cause a ZK, which would characterize them in evil. Or wouldn't it cause something reality ending?
Oh, there's the Jiri.
Jerry!
My computer's internet is still down briefly, so I'm using the phone.
Oh. I did
Ah,
not at you on Twitter.
Aaron, why did you send me the blue bird?
Wait. Oh
You know,
shit! I meant to send that to Hatchet.
Wait.
The thing in DMs I sent to Cheery instead of Hatchet. Whoops.
What the fuck?
You are lucky I can't even look yet.
To be fair, I'm deleting it in your DMs. Don't worry. I meant to put that in Hatchet's DMs.
By the time I get to it, I won't even be. Oh, it looks like my computer's internet's coming back.
Yay! I meant to send that to you, Hatchet, because I thought you would find it funny. But I fucked up and sent it to Jerry.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what you sent me, but I got the someone sent you a message. Oh, you tweeted me. Where is my gay snake?
Yeah.
I'm only just now noticing any responses to the fucking alien accusing of gay that I sent around.
Yeah, Jerry was
I
There we
confused.
go. I replied.
Jerry, you can Anyway, so we ready to continue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm never ready to continue.
At 0 o'clock, operation begins. Aerial strafing and bombing failed due to the 2501 barrier. A Shikikiho Horai four directions exorcism ritual is attempted as a magical attack, but fails due to the practitioner's confusion. Following this, 10 teams of Foundation / Alliance / various organization forces infiltrate and deploy inside 2501 from the south and north sides as the first wave. 3 Geogami anti-low reality UAVs and 1 Nitamakai Laws drone from Tohei Heavy Industries are deployed from the east side. Simultaneously, a search of practitioners outside 2501 is conducted with the cooperation of the Japanese government. At 20, multiple enemy combatants are engaged inside. Some of the combatants are suspected of utilizing corpses, and since neutralization with firearms is difficult, combat is centered around the remnants of the Coalition Institute and the Alliance's elimination teams. At 45, unit members are attacked by enemy combatants and develop symptoms similar to anthrax. Oh. It's confirmed that the enemy combatants were using biological weapons. Emergency treatment was administered by the Japan Biological Research Institute via drone. This resulted in 2 units being withdrawn from the front lines. At 1:33, a sudden release of mild thaumaturgical pulse and a disturbance in reality were observed from the direction of the central area. Following this, some enemy combatants disappeared. 3 units were affected and retreated, and 2 Shiogami units lost communication. Simultaneously, intermittent snowfall and heat waves were observed inside 2501. The use of a small Scranton reality anchor was authorized. 10 new units were deployed as a second wave. In addition, 2 Chiogami units, 31 Chio bipedal weapons against high-level divine beings from Toei Heavy Industries, and biological weapons similar to SCP-030JP and SCP-373JP from the Japan Biological Research Institute were also deployed. At 2:49, units arrived at the central area and it was confirmed that the boundary was becoming unstable due to the increase in reality distortion and a significant decrease in surrounding HM values. Cherry blossom petals was also observed scattered around the area. -A awakened from dormancy and was receiving magical attacks with bows and arrows from 4 individuals presumed to be members of the 5 Element Society. Person of Interest 009 and Person of Interest 009-S were not found. Under orders from headquarters, the arriving units attacked the individuals, but the attack failed due to high-level thaumaturgical attacks, resulting in the disappearance of 1 unit and several dozen personnel. Following this, the first wave was advised to retreat. At 3:14, an external sorcerer was apprehended by members of the Arimura group with the corroboration of the Wananaga Beauty Association and the Japanese government. The sorcerer was successfully captured. So does the Beauty Association have, like, soldiers?
Mm-hmm. The beauty soldiers. They go in and they shoot makeup everywhere.
The ley line allegedly used was immediately sealed off by the Sumi method implemented by the Tsukumo Agency and is currently unusable. This halted the influx of enemy forces from the outside, but internal resistance intensified. At 4:41, 52 unknown personnel breached the western flank and infiltrated the interior. These personnel assisted the second wave, and although they did not respond to inquiries about their affiliation, the command decided to cooperate with them. The unknown personnel inflicted 30% casualties on the enemy's combatants. It is therefore presumed that the unknown personnel possessed countermeasures against the enemy combatants' apparent invincibility. The unknown personnel maintaining the front line significantly advanced the second wave's progress. At 5:10, communication was received at the Operations Center from an unknown individual. Message contained a single sentence. What is the true reason for the platypus's existence?
I'm having a stroke. John's mom's having a stroke. Call Bungeons.
I want to tweet that out. What is the true reason for the platypus's existence?
Oh my goodness.
It would be really funny.
They exist solely so that they can glow under a UV light. Like cum.
Oh my god.
Don't say
They're
that.
they are a cum creature. I hate myself, man. I'm getting delirious.
I can tell.
I think you are.
At
This is
6:12.
called platypi cum creature.
Are you okay, Hatchet?
I'm never okay.
I dare you to tell that to your therapist that you call platypus creatures.
Please don't.
It wouldn't even be the most outlandish thing I've said to him. You know what? I'm writing it down.
While you're doing it, I'll continue. At 6:12, the second wave reached the central area. The entire space was blurred white, making visibility difficult. Cherry blossom petals were observed swirling around. At this stage, the appearance of -A has become ambiguous. It is presumed that a regression to A-Omega was underway. The aforementioned personnel were confirmed to be isolated by an unknown stone chamber. Based on the counter readings, the collapse of reality was presumed to have reached a critical level, and a prototype anti-divine entity device, details unknown due to secrecy, developed by the SRA, and the Alliance was used, but this was interrupted by the engagement of a group led by Person of Interest 0009, which suddenly appeared. It's 6:13.
My reminder for my next appointment. The first thing on my list is now Platypus is a cum creature conversation. I am so sorry.
No, no. Do not repeat that.
Yes.
Again,
Eric.
this is most certainly not the most outlandish thing I've told my therapist.
I haven't been to therapy in a long time, and I realize if I do go meet a new therapist, because the place I'm at right now, I can't go to my old one, I would probably confuse them to hell with the amount of shit I've said.
Probably.
At 6:13, a communication was received at the operations center from an unknown individual. Messages containing the single sentence, "Pulled the curtain string." At 6:14, P or self-interest 009-S appeared and severed the neck of 2501-A.
Oh.
Oh. At 6:15, simultaneously with the collapse of dash Omega manifested, causing a large-scale reality collapse. Surrounding reality, including unit, collapsed. The appearance of the unknown humanoid entity was confirmed. From this point until 10:55, all relevant personnel individuals lost consciousness and memory. Some kind of alteration is suspected to have occurred. At 10:55, all personnel regained consciousness. Personnel belonging to headquarters were reciting phrases from protocol and permanence, and all but a few squad members were confirmed to have disappeared. Dash A was confirmed to have returned to a dormant state, and no enemy personnel were detected. After a survey of the surrounding area, the anomaly was confirmed to have returned. Following this, the unit and headquarters were disbanded. The operation was declared complete, and the coordination for resolving the situation was undertaken by various organizations. Addendum 2501-5 Incident 2501-JP Termination Report and Subsequent Investigation. Complete mechanization of protocol and permanence has been frozen until a viable alternative is found. It has been decided to maintain a constant personnel presence. The Special Joint Treaty was dissolved due to the opposition from other organizations. Despite the Foundation proposing an extension, in the current situation has reverted to a joint containment of 2501. Following Incident 2501-JP was successfully obtained information from various organizations. However, it is simultaneously suggested that multiple pieces of information may have leaked to these organizations. The whereabouts of enemy forces, including POI 0009, were unknown, but on 20 redacted, existence of POI 009 and POI 009-S was confirmed. It is presumed that they survived by falling into a similar situation. Addendum 2501-6 Document Record 2501-JP. The following text was discovered within 2501-JP after Incident 2501-JP. Dear Foundation personnel, let me say this first. I am sorry that things have turned out this way. The whole here is a nothingness that could become like the headless mountain of cherry blossoms. Great void of Nagano. It was something we should have dealt with ourselves, but we simply couldn't. I don't know how you would describe it, but just as you couldn't find the Ark, and for some reason, just as you couldn't reach that place, we couldn't reach here. We knew what needed to be done. We knew the methods and means to save the universe, yet our hands couldn't reach out. We couldn't lower the curtain. That's why I was surprised that the seeds of the anomalous existence we sowed would dismantle the Azor dragon, banish the vermilion bird, bring down the white tiger, bind the black tortoise, and designate the void as a dragon. It was a necessary step, something we understood but couldn't accomplish. You must have overlooked every single question. You didn't realize the significance of the pineapple's existence. Oh my god. You skipped over all the foreshadowing. The craftsman's made things, the scholars researched, the sorcerers performed exorcisms. You simply fulfilled your predetermined roles, captivated by the dazzling effects, only the result arrived here. a result we couldn't reach. Let us praise the good fortune, that miracle, that outcome. And rest assured, thanks to your grand performance, we were able to come here. The void must be closed. Do you not know how the story of the Mountain Head ends? I came here to end it. The void exists to fall. Leave the rest to me. Then there's this here, signing in. So there is a bit more left.
Do we have enough information to just place this?
I mean, what we do know is that they held an attack to help activate the ZK class scenario.
Um,
And that's about it.
Why did they do the attack?
Yeah, we don't know anything else.
Well, we do have
Great.
this one audio log right here, and that's it.
I guess let's look at this audio log.
It'll explain.
Will it tell us more or will it not? Who knows?
That's
Sorry.
the thing with SCPs, you never know.
Uh,
You know I'm not wrong about that.
yeah.
Aliens.
Addendum 2501-7, interview log 2501-JP, 20 redacted. Following is a transcript of an interview with an agent who was exposed to A-Omega during incident 2501-JP and survived. The interview was conducted in a counter-memetic containment chamber at this agent's request. Subject agent redacted. Interviewer Dr. redacted. In playback. First, let me congratulate you on your survival. To have survived such a reality collapse, not only without losing your own sense of reality, but also without any lasting effects, is nothing short of miraculous. Thank you. Now let me confirm something. What exactly happened at that moment? Why did you survive? I don't have a clear understanding of what happened inside. It felt like an instance, yet also like thousands of years had passed. I think I was just lucky. I was behind one of the Eastern Bloc's weapons at the time, and I can only assume that had some kind of effect. I see. So who was the man who appeared at the end? He introduced himself as Saiga. Saiga Rokumi. Yes, he appeared before us. He hadn't been swallowed by the collapse, holding a small unknown device. He said, I can save you all with this. Is this related to SCP-082-JP? Does this mean Sega used it to alter the past? No, the man continued, this is the only time I can stand before you like this. Now in return to the whole, to Sakuragami, thank you for your efforts, I'll take care of everything. This is just my personal opinion, but the Saiga faction might be involved in the occurrence of 2501. It's a possibility. I'll suggest it to the investigation department. To return to the subject, what happened after that? The man told me, no, I think all the survivors from Tohei they say, I don't know who was who, but I think we all felt the same thing. What? Don't be ridiculous, we thought. The object was there, we thought it was something we had contained, something we were supposed to contain. Our purpose is solely containment and research of anomalies. Do you remember our mission as protectors of humanities? Of course, but the anger I felt at that time wasn't just because he was taking away my job. Then what was it directed? Then what was it directed at? I was angry at the feeling that there was nothing there, that we were meaningless. The other party seemed surprised by our emotions. Why didn't you try to close this hole to protect the world? In front of the man, a pure white, presumably A-Omega, was writhing, and there was nothing there. I instantly felt that the man was about to fall into it, that he was trying to save the world by sacrificing himself. I tried to stop him. I felt I had to stop him. Continue. I don't remember who moved first. Looking back, I think it was only possibly because of that place. We pulled reality from various possibilities and wove it together. The Union and the Collection Institute members were chanting some kind of incantation, and the Say member was giving it some kind of form. The Toei member was attacking with strange weapons. In that thinly crushed dark domain, there we were. Even if we were created for that purpose, we prayed that it would be alright, that we were here. You solidified reality with your will. An application of thaumaturgy by the Union and reality benders. Or was it that kind of anomaly? I don't know. Whether we were desperately trying to remain there, we kept moving, kept thinking, and refused to stop, all in order to stay there. I don't know how long we continued. Voices began to reach us from our surroundings, whether it was someone's scream, the sound of the universe splitting apart, a whale song, or whether my brain was even functioning normally. I don't know. But our shared understanding was that we mustn't stop, that we mustn't surrender this place to that mechanical god. It was in the records. We must not be satisfied with a mechanical god. We have the right to move the stage ourselves. We might have been insane. From a certain point, Wanaka, Arimura, and Kisaragi, everyone shouted the seeds that the man claimed to have sown, that we were here because of ourselves, that we were constantly interacting, that we were constantly changing and moving. The man who called himself Saiga lowered his eyebrows slightly and laughed, saying, "There's also one way." A-Omega split open, and I smelled cherry blossoms and sake and heard laughter. My whole body was shaking as if it were being stirred. It was very joyful, and although abstract, it was full of love. That's when I regained consciousness. In the end, what did we do? Let me reiterate. My joy at your survival, and I believe that you and we have surely accomplished something. Is that so? Perhaps we didn't actually do anything, but even though I don't understand anything, even though I don't know the reason for being here, even though there's no reason we're being here. Shows gestures of choosing words for several minutes. For some reason, I feel incredibly joyful. End of playback. And that's the end of the article.
I don't feel like I understand it any more than I did before.
Welcome to the SCP community.
I know that's how it is sometimes, but how are we supposed to rate this thing? Where are we supposed to put this?
I do have not enough info tier.
Okay, let's put it there.
I'd be thinking, like, if not that, I'd be thinking, like, based solely on, like, some of those conversations with,
Yeah.
like, people from this group.
Mhm.
I'd actually think of putting it in incompetent neutral.
Incompetent neutral.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't find a picture of the organization, so I took a picture from the article.
Yeah.
And that's definitely the last one of the night. Like, goddamn. Alright. Alright, Jerry, while I'm looking for someone to raid, do your last words.
And remember, say potato if you're real.
Bookworm, you better say potato right fucking now.
Aaron! Bad! I try to quote a song and you go psycho.
Bookworm says not potato. Technically did do his ass.
Yeah. Technically did.
think I found my person. Alright. Hatchet, do you have any last words for stream?
And remember, everybody, when in a sword fight, if you wish to displace your opponent's blade, use the principle of leverage by making contact with your blade at the tip of theirs and moving it aside.
My god. Yeah, anyways. Danger Noddles, won't be streaming for 4 days, because night shifts. Now, how am I going to get to work for night shifts, because the roads are just filled with ice? I will figure that out tomorrow.
Acquire a snowmobile.
Yeah, anyways. We're rating this, random person. I think that all that rating has broke me. I I don't know. I can't think of any weird words to say at the end. So, raid words are danger, not a raid, like always. And, but bye.
Danger.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Damn it.